And we're back. Look at this. Anyway, we're going to go up this way and get our first, what's called in this game, a relic. The Cube of Zoe. Now the Cube of Zoe is automatically turned on, and it lets us get shit out of candles. Which is really good because you're going to need that stuff out of them candles. And we enter our first new area, the Alchemy Laboratory. Oh yeah, we still don't have anything for our other hand. And I think we'll solve that here soon. Notice how these skeletons throw things? They're kind of dicks. You gotta let down these spikes, go over here, break the globe, and oh look, something to equip. Aren't you glad? Aren't you really, really glad that there was something to equip there? Those red skeletons regenerate themselves. Let's watch. Oh, and he picks himself back up. And they hurt a lot if they hit you. So don't let them hit you. Oh, wait, no, we got another short sword? Wait, I have a short sword, okay. You want to jump over this, and that'll drop these, and voila! You are now the proud owner of one shield. And you want to equip it. I know, if you look, it has a low defense, and that's kind of crappy for you, but trust me, you're going to want a shield to block stuff. Especially come the first boss battle, which isn't too far from here, believe it or not. I don't need to save there, there's just no need. I haven't even taken damage since I last saved. And we met our first Axe Knight here, which, look at that, it's bleeding all over the place with them axes. Essentially, it throws them in a boomerang-like fashion, and then they come back and they'll more than likely hit you in the ass than if they hit you in the front. You can destroy them with your sword or your shield. And we picked up our first sub-weapon by hitting up in any hand button that we throw, well, whatever we have in our hand. This is the knife. It's pretty useless. It does a very, very, very little damage. It's kind of quick, so that's nice, but it doesn't really pack a punch in any sense of the word. Whew. Doing a lot of explaining. You may notice that I hop like very shortly to attack, and that's because if I don't see that entire animation, I can't move until that animation ends. If I do a short hop, as soon as I land, I can attack again. So I can go boom, boom, and then once again, I still have to wait until the end of that animation. But as you can see, it's a significantly lower wait time. There's a little basic puzzle that's, well, easier than like pretty much every puzzle ever. You'd have to be either really young or just really confused to not figure that one out. And this is an item that is kind of interesting. It's Cloth Cape. Doesn't really do much besides lower our defense and our con, which I'm not entirely sure what that stands for in this game. Conscience, maybe? That doesn't make any sense because that has to do with defense. Well, whatever it stands for, it raises it, so that's good. Items that you pick up will raise your stats, and you'll, be able to... Oh, there we go. See, the knife came in handy for once. You'll be able to raise and lower your stats using different equipment. They also will slightly modify your look. Mainly the capes modify looks, and the swords all have different kind of appearances. But it's not that big a deal. And we are coming up on our first boss room, too, already. Oof, we grow up so fast. There we go, got rid of that one. You can spam the knives really, really fast, which is, well, quite useful because you can just take out, they're not very powerful, but they go so fast that you can hit quite a bit. If you can get enough of them out there quick enough, you'll do quite a bit of damage. As you can see right there, in like a split second, I threw 2 knives, which is pretty good. But really, that sub-weapon is outclassed by all the others. I dropped down here before, and there's nothing down here. If you don't believe me, let me show you. There's some parts if you wanted and a little bit of money, but you can't get past that door yet, so there's really no reason to go down there because now all you have to do is climb back up. And we're coming up on our first boss fight right here. And if you wanted to know, you do get an achievement for beating this boss, but that was also in the corrupted recording, so I'm not going to get the achievement. I'll show them to you after I beat these guys. These are Gaibin and Sligora. I don't know which is which, don't ask. But essentially this is a really easy boss fight. As you can see, you hit the green guy, the little bird thing, and then the little impish thing picks him up and he drops him back down. Now, when this guy drops a spear, that's when things get interesting. Well, I did it out of order. Generally, that guy doesn't turn red until later, and the reason is because you don't want him turning red when you still have this guy out on the field. Why? Because then he might not come and pick him up. The good news is that guy dies really easily, whichever one he is, and you have your shield to deal with the red guy, and that was a really poor run through a guy named Savora. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little embarrassed by it. Regardless, there you go, and there's your life max up for, you get extra health for beating a boss, and for finding life max up around the castle. So that's fun, and you can totally just, you know, that right there was as poor of a run as it was, as good as any other. You might want to go save right away just because you beat a boss. And there's a save room right here, conveniently for that purpose. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to save while I'm doing that, but here, let's show off the 2 achievements. Oh my god, you beat a boss, and oh my god, you hit 10 enemies with standard weapons without getting hit. Nothing too big, but I do like to kind of show that you can get them and what they look like. Let's shift that a little to the right, give Alucard a little bit more face time there on the side. That is Alucard and Dracula, left and right respectively. And I believe that we can go into here, and this is the other side of that hallway, I think, if I'm right. Remember that hallway before where I was like, oh, there's that blue, oh, this ain't it at all. Oh, where is this? What the fuck was that noise? I never heard that noise before. Was that the elevator? It sounded like ass. It sounded like somebody farting. That was not a regular noise. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't go down here before. Yeah, probably because there's not much. Here you can get some sunglasses which you can equip to your face. And what do you know? They lower your intelligence but raise defense. I'm gonna be okay with that. Essentially strength is like, you know, how... What the hell is with that noise? I don't remember that noise when I played through before. Anyway, intelligence is like your magic, and I think how many hearts you can hold. The, like, con is, like, defensive stuff. What? Am I supposed to be doing this now? I don't think I am. Okay, that's a shortcut to get back to the beginning, which doesn't make any sense as to why that's available now. That's a shittier version of my sword, so I don't have to worry about that. There's that weird noise again. I don't remember that elevator making that noise. Maybe this is the... I don't think that they would change the noise the elevator makes in, like, different versions, because I know it came out on the Genesis, I want to say. This game came out on the Sega Genesis as well as the PS1, but I just can't believe that they would change the name on it, or change the sound on it, that, like, a random-ass elevator makes. Anyway, there's some sunglasses down there, and I didn't do that last time, so... I guess lucky you guys that we redid this, or else I probably would have never hit that. I was explaining stats. Strength is how hard you hit, con deals with your defense and how much, essentially how much damage you take. What are our other stats? Oh, there. Intelligence is how much, like, mana you have, that little blue flickery bar, and I believe how many hearts you can hold. And luck is essentially, it dictates a bunch of things, weapon drops, item drops off of enemies, what comes out of these candles, and how much, you know, critical hits and such are dedicated to your luck stat as well. So we have all that, cut our way through here, and this is another hidden item that, well, it's a special item. But as you can see, it's kind of erratic, and it doesn't do a whole lot of damage either, so I don't really want it. I'm going to pass it up for the axe still because, yeah. You're going to find you probably don't use hidden items, why not call them that? They're special items. The special items you probably won't use as much as you think you would. You might forget you have them, especially if you do, like I said, the short hop, because you can just deliver so much damage so fast that it seems rather foolish to be, you know... I mean, this throws ashes. Really great for somewhat stationary enemies like the Axe Knights, but, you know, that's not a very rare thing that your enemy just stands still. And you get a potion there, so that's a good thing. And now we head up, and up, and up. Well, and we got poisoned. Poison, we take damage over time. It sucks.